It was the summer of 1997, just after the 4th of July, when I decided to camp solo in the Mount Baker Snoqualmie National Forest. I was looking for solitude, just me and the wilderness. That evening, after setting up my small tent in a clearing near a stream, I cooked a simple meal: baked beans, some cornbread, and a little smoked salmon I'd brought along. The smell must have carried far in the still air. As the sun dipped behind the trees, I felt watched. You know that feeling, like something's just beyond your line of sight. Then I heard a rustle, louder than any deer or bear I'd ever encountered. I froze, thinking it might be a cougar, and reached for my bear spray. But when I turned toward the noise, what I saw? Well, it wasn't a cougar. There, just at the edge of the firelight, stood this figure. It was enormous, 7 feet tall, maybe more. Its fur was dark brown with a few streaks of gray, matted but somehow regal. Its face wasn't like a bear or an ape exactly. It had this intelligence in its eyes, a kind of awareness. And the strangest thing was, it didn't seem aggressive. It just looked lost. I don't know why I did it, but instead of freaking out, I grabbed a piece of the salmon from my plate and slowly held it out. It tilted its head, studying me like I was some strange creature, then stepped closer. I'll never forget how quiet it was. No snapping twigs, no heavy breathing. It took the salmon with these long fingers, almost human-like, and sniffed it before eating it in a single bite. We sat there for a while, just being. I talked to it like you'd talk to an old friend, telling it how I'd come here to clear my head after a tough year. It didn't respond, but I swear it listened. After a while it stood, gave me this nod, like it was saying thanks, and melted back into the trees as silently as it had come. The next morning, I found a bundle of ferns and wildflowers where it had stood, almost like a gift. I've never told anyone this before, not seriously anyway. But I know what I saw, and I'll never forget those eyes. They weren't animal eyes, they were something more.